Back. Back again, Mr. Remy's back again.
I had to. Can't wait.
I had to bring him back, guys. I seen some positive feedback on my last video, so I thought I'd bring you back, man. So I know you're excited. I know you're excited being on YouTube. This guy's excited about YouTube. This guy, and I'll tell you right now, he has started his own. I told you already. Now I'm being honest with you, dude. If you started your own channel, like with your charisma, like the way you are, like. Your funny ass character, like you'll do like really good on YouTube.
Well, you gotta be honest these days, and sometimes if you don't how should I say? For you're more raw. You're like straightforward. Most people have to practice but you have legacy, and people understand when you're speaking. You're speaking to an audience. So I learned a lot from you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess is at first you kind of. When you start, getting into YouTube, you kind of start getting into this phase that you want to be like, you want to be in that stage that everybody's on, like the people that are doing this, reviewing and stuff. But I've gotten to the point that I just do what I like on YouTube. I just do what I want to do. Yeah. Not just follow, but I do what I want to do, like what I think is right for me, what I feel is right for me. I'm not selling the product, you know what I mean? I'm not here to sell a product. I'm here to
but like I said, but the way you explain it too, that you can tell it's organic. It's not something you've been like that since day one, since a long time ago. Like you can show somebody real quick in like a couple of words, but at the same time you have motion, you have sound effects, you have feelings. You feel it. People feel what the right why.
Hopefully
you got history. You got legacy.
People feel what.
Well, at least I do. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully some people do feel what I'm trying to, give off on my videos. But I mostly try to keep it as, like you said, as organic as possible. I'm not trying to sell a product. I'm just basically just trying to give you the best experience I can give you and the fragrances that I have, because I have a lot of fragrances. You already know I have a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can get. You get a little caught up on trying to find the appropriate fragrance for that someone, because sometimes you say, okay, these are my top favorite summer fragrances, and you don't know if everybody's gonna like it, but when you're a YouTuber and you're running a channel, you're an influencer as well. Yeah. So when you're saying like these are my top 5 and you have X amount of followers, people believe that because not everybody, but a lot of people do believe that because your top 5s they're amazing. You know what I mean? Your top 10.
Yeah, but you have that confident level,
So I mean, me, in my personal opinion, my fragrances that I recommend usually. I'm not like what they say, like I'm not like a niche head, meaning like niche is like fragrances that are very high end. They're companies that are exclusive to like very expensive fragrance. They don't do like clothes or anything.
Like
it's not like Dolce & Gabbana does clothes and they do fragrances on them. They just do like fragrances.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't focus so much on niche fragrances, which are more exclusive. You gotta go like Neiman Marcus and stuff like that. So I focus more on designer, and it's what I like personally. I like more designer.
And also how you progress, because I remember you told me like in this review we're gonna do soon, how you told me the difference between one of them and why they did that, or why it should be a different one. Sometimes people like the product and want to keep buying it, but you showed me the difference between 1 and 2 and 3 and why.
Right. So there's always, when it comes to fragrances, there's always an ABC.
Yeah.
So you know that when you have a fragrance, there's going to be, like for example, when you go from your average, not your average, but this is a little more common. Like for example, this is Paco Rabanne. This is more your, the guy next to you smell like, you might smell this down the road, but if you go this route where you're going to like something like Hermes, you're not going to smell this on everybody. So this is where the excitement of getting into fragrances,
That's
usually
that's not over the counter.
So it's like you smell it, you're like, holy crap, this doesn't smell like most of the stuff I smell. This is
commercial.
What is this? You know what I mean? So that's
and you can give a history about it too.
Exactly.
Versus me, it's like, oh, somebody just gave me a sample and I liked it, but I never end up buying it.
For me, that's the passion. That's the thing that keeps me going and like trying more stuff, because you go from designer and you go from stuff like more exclusive like this, that when you smell it, you're like, wow, this is completely different. And then you smell this fragrance from this company, you know, Hermes, and you're like, wait a minute, let me smell more from this house. Whoa, this one smells good. Let me get it.
Yeah, like usually what I do to you when you're showing me something, I'm like, wow, where can I get it? Why? You already gave me the history behind it, but you also back it up and tell me this is not an everyday thing. You might like this. I know you're gonna like this.
Right.
But these type of colognes.
Yeah, most of my colognes are very like universally appealing. They're not very like something that you're gonna be like, whoa, that's too much for me. Like too aggressive. Too. There's a word that we use in the fragrance community. It's called animalic, or a little bit too rustic. For example, animalic can be something that has like animalic notes, meaning like they might be too strong or might have notes of civet or something like that. Animals, certain animals, certain ingredients that might be like, for example, black currant. A lot of people don't know that black currant, in most, in a lot of fragrances, black currant is actually a smell of urine.
Really?
So, for example, Creed has a lot of fragrances. Fragrance that has black currant in it, and what that does, it adds this bitterness to it, and some people assume that it's like a fruity type of smell. Oh, it has, you know, for example, I'll give you Aventus, for example, the one I'm wearing today. There's black currant, and that's just an ingredient that gives you this kind of bitterness, this balance, and all the fruity and the woody notes in there. It gives it like a balance. It gives it a balance.
Not too much of this, not too much. A little bit of both.
It's a weird note, but it balances
but it blends
out. It blends well. Yeah. So there's black currant in this one, and
it is a slap in the face though. Because when I came over here today, I was like, oh, something strong on
you. Well, not only is it a slap in the face, but it's very different. Obviously, when you smell this, it's very different. It's very potent. So, and I just applied it like an hour before I came home. I know you were here before I even got here because I was getting some
So, what I noticed, because as soon as you bent down, I was just like, something's on, and I knew right away.
Right. So, another thing too, not every company uses, you know, most fragrances, all fragrances, 95% of them use a lot of alcohol. So, for example, like, there's more alcohol in eau de toilette than there is in eau de perfume. So, for example, this is more of your common cologne or something like this will have, you know, whatever, something like a woman's designer fragrance will have alcohol that's more your generic alcohol. Whereas Creed uses, a lot of people don't know this either, Creed uses alcohol derived from, if I'm not mistaken, they're derived from certain veggies, like I think some of it's from potatoes, alcohol from potatoes and stuff like that. You know, potatoes are used to make certain drinks. So
they probably
I think vodka comes from potatoes. So I know they're like more naturally derived alcohol. So there's a different. It's different on skin. It evaporates differently. This is different. Yeah, okay. It's not your over the counter alcohol. So that's things that you're paying for. You know, more quality ingredients. So.
Yeah, but also you also are good with women's cologne too.
Exactly.
More people just focus on men's stuff, but the women's.
Right. So my channel, I know a lot of people. I'm a guy talking on a YouTube fragrance channel. So a lot of guys expect me to just talk about, you know, men's fragrances, and I don't just focus on male fragrances. And I'll tell you another thing about myself. Like I say about 80% of my wife fragrances, I've bought it for her and I helped her pick them out. So I do like women's fragrances a lot, and I'm you know, I think I have a sense of a taste on what's a good fragrance for a woman and what's not. So and
in different occasions too.
Exactly.
Right?
So you know, once you get into this, you know what works well. I mean, to be honest, there's no real like season for any fragrance, but I think just some fragrances work better in certain seasons. You know, so.
Especially with women these days, usually if it's too commercial, or if it's too, depending on the woman, she might not know the difference. If it just smells okay.
Right. Anyway, let's talk about my drink. So I'll just start with this one. So this is. Hey, what's up, manito, mi hermano? What's up, Freddie? I'm coming up with that video real soon, man. I didn't forget. I'm just, you know, just keeping busy. I think I'm gonna pull that video tomorrow. So anyways, Freddie, this is my cousin Remy.
Nice to meet you.
and we're just chilling, talking about fragrances, just having some chat about fragrances. I know he came here today. He brought his son over, and he's playing with my son, and I brought a whole bunch of snacks for him, so they're just chilling in the room. And we're here we had a little, we said, let's talk about fragrances. I really wanted to get on the channel. And
especially you showing me the difference between the ones that I did like versus the ones that I didn't even notice. Right. That you had a different, the brand had a different secondary better one.
Right. So there's I'll give you the name for that. So what Remy's explaining right now is he's actually been testing a couple fragrances here. So yes, I will have him testing a lot of fragrances. So he's been, if you looked at my previous video, he did some tests on some fragrances that I had, which was my list for 2018 spring fragrances. Yeah. So somebody asked that question.
I ended up buying a couple of them.
Yeah, so he already bought a couple of the ones of my spring fragrances.
And I'm wearing it during work. Right. Like, that's another thing. I was just wearing it.
So you've been doing some trial testing on some of the fragrances.
And a lot of compliments. I got a lot of.
Right, and that was Voyage, the Hermes Eau de Perfume. That's been working pretty well. He's got the Jazz Club from Mason, which is this one here.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. So much reviews and compliments I'm getting with that right there.
That's this one. That's the
and
one.
It's not even that strong. It's just the more you wear it, the longer it is on your skin. I don't know the change.
It changes. Yeah. That's called the progression. I guess I forget. I'm like my mind's somewhere else. Yeah. But there's different stages to fragrance. They do change a lot. Germany, what's up? People from Germany, what's up? Very welcome. Everybody's welcome here. So we were talking about, you were saying about the differences about fragrances that you tried. Mm-hmm. So there's a name for that on the fragrance community. Is he new to fragrances? Great to have a newie. Yeah, he not new to fragrances. You're not new to fragrances.
No, definitely not.
He's not new. He just doesn't have the expanded knowledge of fragrances like I have. He's just like like the average consumer. You smell something good. If you like it, you get it.
Yeah. Or people just keep buying the same one, but there's the background.
Average consumer. You're just an average person.
Well, too. I don't buy none under your concern too. I usually get your review right away.
So, guys, I'm drinking this right now. This is just a very rare bottle that I bought. This is called The Walking Dead, and this is Bloody Red Blend from 2015.
Strong?
A little bit strong. It's nice. It's like a deep red. I like blends a lot, so I always get. And I'm a big wine guy. I haven't talked about wines on my channel, but I do love wines, and I'll probably start a channel talking about wines at some point.
Yeah, but you made my drink too, so.
Yeah, so I made his drink. I made him a sangria. This is his drink,
Excellent.
Sangria.
I'm not even a drinker.
Basically, it tastes like fruit punch and some little bit of alcohol there, so it's pretty good. So he's not a drinker too, so surprisingly he liked that. So anyway, so getting back to what we're talking about, you were talking about I introduced you to a fragrance and you tried different ones. For example, Voyage. You tried you have the Eau de Perfume now from Voyage from Hermes. And you try the Eau de Toilette. Mm-hmm. So when you see the same brand, or not the brand, but the same a bottle from the company, for example, you have Voyage from Hermes, you have Eau de Toilette and Eau de Perfume. That's called a flanker. When you say flanker, meaning this came out first, the Eau de Toilette, and then the Eau de Perfume came in, because it's the same name. It's just it's Eau de Perfume. This is called a flanker of the original.
So it's like they spiked it up in a way.
Yeah, so they remade the original. For example, this perfect example here. This is which is
a big difference between both of them. Actually, huge difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference, and a lot of people don't.
But I'm thinking more. This is
in the sense
more the younger crowd.
Not one. I don't. I think the difference is there, but it's not.
Okay,
like,
then
it's not
volume level. I'm noticing that's more.
Yeah, this is a little bit. This one is younger. Yeah, so we're gonna be. I'm gonna be. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna do a full review on this.
Yeah, because that caught my attention right away.
But there's definitely high similarities.
Oh yeah, definitely. At least I noticed.
Yeah. So example flanker. This is what I mean. Or remake. So this is the 2016 of Invictus Aqua, and this is 2017. Yeah, 2017 Invictus Aqua for 2018. I forgot. Anyways, so this will be a not a flanker, but this is a remake of this one. You know what I mean? So a flanker, I'll give you a flanker. This is what a flanker will look like. For example, this is the original Loam. This is Loam right here. Each of the Laurent's Loam. And this is a flanker. See how it's a darker bottle? It doesn't necessarily need to be dark, but this is a...
It's still
they
the same.
use the same name. So this is Loam East Laurent, and this is La Nuit de Loam.
So you can also use it as a reference. You go, okay, they're still the same bottle, just a new version.
Yeah, this is darker.
Okay.
La Nuit of the night.
Okay.
So they made a dark version of this one. So, yeah.
And if it was like, well, then, wait a minute. Is the darker one meaning it's a darker tone to it?
Well, La Nuit means of the night.
Okay.
Of the night. So, meaning they made that, they basically took the original one, they made like a night version, something you can, I guess the theme of that was something that's a darker ingredients, so you can wear more in the nighttime, I guess. I don't know.
Not like a morning, then you wake up and just, you know.
Yeah, and they're pretty well like both of them, the original and the La Nuit. Like a lot of people love, they love the hell out of those fragrances. Like they go crazy looking for it. So I talk to you about batch variations, like batch meaning one was made in 2013. So a lot of people they like the original batch. I think it's 2013, and I have like a 2015. So people go crazy looking for the older batches. They say it's stronger, ingredients are different. So they just, for example, Creed. I don't know too much about like designer fragrances. They change, but it's not like wow, groundbreaking changes. Yeah. You're gonna be like, wow, this is so different that I have to get the old stuff. I don't think it's that dramatic of a difference. Yeah. Not that much of a difference. Like honestly, I've tried. I'll show you many that I have that are very old and very new ones, and the difference is not.
Yeah, it's not much.
Great. Now I'll tell you something. When it comes to niche fragrances, like for example, have Creed. You know, I have a whole bunch of Creeds.
Yes, you do.
So Creeds, if you were to smell an old bottle of Creed, I'll show you this for example. This is.
Is it the dark bottle over the clear bottle?
Not really. It's not much of a difference in the bottle design itself. So this is a 2013 batch of Creed Aventus, and this is a 20. This is, let's see, I forgot what batch is this one. I have the number. This is a 2015 batch. This is 2013. This is my first bottle of Aventus. So you can smell it. This is what I have on right now. This one. So if you smell it here, you can kind of smell it.
It's still strong though.
Yeah. So this is a 2013. See if you can spot the difference. This is definitely, to me, this is definitely darker. You might, I don't know if you're going to spot it. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, it's not as strong as that one.
Well, it's not sprayed. It's definitely strong. They're all strong. But there's definitely darkened tones. So that dark smell that you get there, you see that kind of like this blackcurrant. You see that smell?
Yeah, it's not, the other one's more spiky.
To be honest, it's a little pissy. That smell. If you can if you think about it, if
you plant it in my head, I'm going more focused towards it, yes.
So there's something that's actually wood there, that woody smell that's called birchwood. So
I remember when you gave me it before, and I was getting a little bit, because I was wearing it so much, I was getting a little tired of it, but it's good to have a secondary one, which I can switch up.
Right. So what that black currant does on Creed Aventus, what it does, it creates this woody feel and kind of like a foresty feel, like foresty, and also it makes it more masculine, because if you take that black currant out, this will probably smell like a fruit bomb because it has a lot of pineapple in it, and it's like almost like this bergamot in there, vanilla, so it'll smell a little more feminine. But that black currant balances it out, make it that wood brings it to. Okay,
so let me ask you this then: when you're wearing a Creed, how many sprays are you spraying?
Well, Creeds are very they're tricky.
Are you doing like, is it a 3, 4?
Well, my experience with Creed itself, with the ones that I have, I tend to have what they call.
And you're doing distance too, right?
Not really. It all depends. It all depends on the occasion. I might do a distance when I don't want to wear a lot. I might do like this. Like I might go like this and let it fall on me when I don't want a lot. And it's pretty hot outside. But if it's a little colder, I might go closer, go 1, 2, and 3 here. You know what I mean? And that'll give me projection when it's colder, when things are, your senses are a little more.
But not on the clothes.
Not really. From a distance, yes.
Okay.
If it's in the summer, I'll go from a distance when it's hot, and it'll get my clothes will get my.
Like what about humid day? And you want to wear
humid day? I might not wear it.
Okay.
I'm not tend not to wear it when it's too humid.
It's a little too strong.
Yeah, because
go more sporty or something else.
The darkness of it might come off a little funny, but it does smell great no matter the weather. But anyways, Creed, you don't need that many sprays. And there's something about Creed that I haven't had that experience with anything else but Creed. And it is a common word that people use in the fragrance community. It's called olfactory fatigue. Meaning, olfactory fatigue
you get used to it.
Your nose adapts to the smell. So you spray it, like you smell Creed, you smell the Aventus on it the whole time. But I don't smell it. I'll tell you right now, I have no idea. If somebody sprayed it on me an hour or so ago and nobody had told me, I wouldn't know I have it on. I know it's on. I know it's there because I sprayed it, but I technically can't smell it.
So it's in a way, it's like your nose got numb to it.
There's something about it that your nose just completely blanks out the smell, and then you really can't smell it. But
and so you get a reminder of somebody else. Hey, I'm actually wearing it.
You might walk around and get a whiff of it as you walk, but I know it's there. But yeah, I get that from. But the designer ones, I don't know if it's something to do with the alcohol, with the rest of your nose, or the ingredients. But there's times that I can't even smell it on me. So, anyways. So we're talking fragrances, and
you should remind the crowd. Remember for tomorrow.
Definitely, yeah.
For the Mother's Day.
So
could be people still trying to purchase something for their
exactly
mothers or wives.
So we had a little fragrance talk. So actually, I wanted to invite you in this video also because I'm going to do a little bit of some recommendations on fragrances for Valentine's. So I think there's some here that might work for some people, and just general recommendations. I don't expect anybody to buy these, but I think they're gonna work well. And you, as an average guy, and me as a fragrance enthusiast, maybe we'll just give us your quick opinion on what you think about these. Some of these you don't have to spray it because they're pretty. You can smell them right off the atomizer, which is a sprayer. And you know, the first one I'm gonna talk about is this one. Is Femme Noir. If you guys can see that, Femme Noir, and that is from Michael Germain, and I really like this one. I do really like this one. This is very cheap. This is a 3.4 ounce, which is basically, 2.5 ounce, which is a full bottle. Not bad. And this one actually costs $15. So this is pretty nice, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if you get the smell already in the air, but see if you get the smell of that.
Nice little rich little smooth smell. Candy, a little candy.
There is a little candy-ish, and there's a little bit of floral there.
But what do you say that?
It almost gives you like a gummy bear.
Yes.
There's like a gummy bear kind of smell, like a fruit punch kind of gummy bear smell, but there's a little floral there.
Now, what is the average person gonna smell like? Like an age-wise.
Well, age-wise for this, I think anybody. I think any age will work. I don't think
that's true because
somebody older than 40.
It didn't give me like a. I'm not gonna say it gave me a wow, but it gave me a comfort.
It's a nice, smell. Easy. Oh, she smells nice. Yeah. It's nothing like wow, she smells amazing. It's that she smells nice. Good. She smells good. Yeah. Exactly. So this is one of those, and for the price.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
You cannot
beat that.
You can't.
It's the amount you're gonna get for that. Too.
Yeah. So this is one I really like. This right here, you might have to smell it. The atomizer is pretty tight on this one, so. Yeah. You can't really smell it. Once you spray it, it dries down and you can't smell it. So this is from Sofia Vergara, and this is Love by Sofia Vergara. It's called Love. Check out the bottle. I like this one. This is a nice one. So what you get from this one is, I don't know if you guys know, what's that one? I forgot the name of that fragrance that it smells like. That it smelled,
like similar.
Yeah, it's a little spicy. There's some vanilla there. It's a nice one. It's a little woody. Kind of similar to that one, the Noir.
Yeah, kind of similar, but this one's a lot better.
This one's
a lot better. This is, for me, it's more mature.
Yeah, this is definitely more mature.
This is a lot more mature.
Sweeter, it's a little darker.
Yeah, this is going to attract something different.
Definitely sexier. Definitely a darker,
definitely. Both of them are sexy, but this is a lot more.
Yeah,
like,
this is a more...
This ain't a little girl.
This is more like...
Woman.
This is
woman, but she could still be a little bit hip to it.
Yeah, this is more like the girl with some...
This is my wife.
Oh yeah, there you go. And you want to know the price of that one? Because I have random prices here. Do you want to know the price of this one?
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say the price doesn't make. Compare the other one to this one was a
smell wise. Yeah,
this is giving me a man wow. How's that?
This is a different wow, but this is a different.
Well, this is more like a wow.
Wow, yes.
The other one's like it's a place. This one's like I have to smell.
Yeah.
This is a kissy type.
Oh yeah, man. This is like cuddle. You want to get closer, but it's. When I say cut, I don't mean it's gonna be weak. It's definitely not weak.
No, definitely not.
But definitely a good.
That's a good punch.
Yeah, this has a good
like
punch.
That one.
This is. I think this is K.
Actually, I really like that. Like I said, I'm gonna.
It is great. It is.
See what else you have to offer, but that one was big.
I'll give you the Encanto to see if she likes it. Have her test it first, and the price of this one is crazy. This is like, it's like $25.
What?
$25.
I thought you would. I mean,
and this thing.
I was thinking more like 80 or 90.
And this thing lasts all day. No, actually, there's one that smells like this one, and I think it's from Yves Saint Laurent, the brand that I showed you.
I mean, how
Opium.
many ounces?
The brand is called Opium from Yves Saint Laurent. I think it's Yves Saint Laurent Opium, and it's a new one, and it smells just like this one. So if you guys are interested in that one, check this out. It smells like opium.
But the camera can't really catch it because it's kind of big compared to the other one.
It's kind of big.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, but that's the brand is called Love. But this is
how many ounces is that
one? This one is. Oh yeah, you guys watching the game there? Somebody's watching the. Let me get this rolling here. I definitely yeah. Yeah, I'll get this rolling here. I can move the camera a little bit so you guys can see a little bit. You want to move over this way?
Oh yeah.
I think somebody wanted to watch it. No, just watching the T. Oh, he's watching the T. It's a T-shirt. It's a T-shirt. There you go. Yeah, we're watching a little bit of soccer there. So yeah, this is a good one. I like this one though. I think this is good for like winter time.
Yeah, but
fall.
What's the size on it though?
Oh yeah, this is a big one. This is, I think it's
looks a little like
no, it's a big bottle.
Yeah, like I said, when you bring it up to the camera, it doesn't look.
I think it's a 3.4. Yeah, but this is pretty big. If you look here,
compared to the other one,
it's a 3.4 ounce. It's a big bottle.
Actually, a more common one.
Well, this is 2.5. Yeah, if you look at this right here, yeah, it's pretty big. So, and this one's $25. This is a bargain. I'm telling you, this is a great for somebody that doesn't just to have a variety. If they don't have a huge collection, this will do pretty well. Like winter, fall. There's some sweetness there. It's very sexy. I think it's very sexy.
But mature too.
Very mature. It's mature, but I think a girl in her 20s can wear this.
True.
It's fine. This is not mature like old mature. Like you gotta be careful when you say
that's
mature.
True. That's true. I'm thinking
it's not old mature. It's
between
mature
30 and
young.
40. You know the gap 30 to like 50.
It's mature young. It's not mature old. Like this is an oldie smell. Not at all.
Right.
Nothing oldie about this. So the next one is this one. I don't know if we can smell it off the atomizer. Which discontinued fragrance do you regret not getting? Which discontinued fragrance do I recommend? Do I regret not getting a backup of? A lot of people, I would say, discontinue will probably be.
Oh yeah, that's the first one you showed me.
Yeah, man. This one right here.
Oh yeah.
Hypno's Om.
That's a sleeper.
This is one of my first fragrances. He really loves this one. I don't have the same love for it anymore.
Yeah, but
I got it because of
it gave me time when I smelled it though. It went back.
Yeah.
But it's an underestimated.
So there's this one here, L'Homme. It's that Hypno's Om. So
let me go back to that tomorrow. I have to.
Which other does this compare to? I don't think it compares to.
I know, but
it's so unique. It's just like a licorice. This is very nice, but it doesn't smell like the original. I wish I had the original. And there's something about it that I don't like it as much anymore, but I do love it. I know he likes it, and I get this nostalgic feeling about it. Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. I get this nostalgic.
I have no
thought
clue,
about this,
but it's definitely not something that your typical.
It's not
smell.
new.
It's not your typical smell.
This is I wore this back in 2002, I think, when I was working in the mall in retail. And this is one of my first fragrances, and I used to love this. It was this, and I remember Versace the Dreamer. I don't know if you remember that one. The Dreamer.
I remember Versace, yes, I do.
I used to love it.
Was it the blue bottle?
I
was one that was like a blue bottle.
I think it was transparent. No.
Oh, see-through.
Kind of see-through, yeah. It had like a little, the face of Versace on it. I had that when I got rid of it. But, yeah, so let's move on to the next one for women's fragrances. This is this one. This is another one I recommend for Valentine's Day, and this is Dolce Gabbana Dolce. This is Rosa Excelsa. Can you see the brand? This is the name right here. There's a couple of them, but this is Rosa Excelsa. Now this is rose-based fragrance, but it's not rose to the point where you're thinking of like funeral rose or anything like that. Okay. Fresh, cut roses, but there's some
nature smell.
Yeah, but this very not too natural.
Okay.
A little bit more younger, happier rose. But it's fresh, very fresh, easy to wear. There's some sweetness in there. So yeah.
Alcohol, does it have a pitch to alcohol?
Yeah, they all have a little bit of alcohol.
Oh, it's females, like you were saying.
But it's very nice. This is like.
Look at the bottle.
What I would consider this is like a dumb reach. Like what I mean, dumb reach. Like you just grab it and you
right away and you go.
Yeah, this you don't have to think about it. Like it's something you can wear, and no matter what you're wearing, you're gonna smell good, and it doesn't come off weird or whatever.
Oh, you don't have second thoughts.
Oh, this
second thoughts. Like, oh, it's too late. I put it on.
Like wearing this with a t-shirt, it's kind of funny. But wearing this with like a like dressy or dress down or sporty, like it doesn't matter what you wear. It's gonna.
I see what you're saying.
It matches whatever.
It's neutral. It's neutral. Okay.
Pretty neutral. So.
Okay, that's big because I didn't even think about that. Because you could wear a dress and say, oh, this doesn't go right. Okay.
You like
what do you mean neutral though? This is like this has elegance to it though.
There is very elegant, yeah.
But I see what you're saying. It's safe.
It's safe, very safe.
But I don't know. I think I leaned it more towards like neutral. It's like cheap, but this is like.
It smells.
Damn, Robert.
Yeah, this shit smells good, dude. This shit is the bomb. No joke.
Wow.
When did you start collecting, Rob? When did I start collecting? Oh my god, man! I started collecting.
Oh, a long time ago. Oof.
I am.
Gotta be more than 20 years.
Yeah, at least 20 years. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because every time you went to a barbershop or
this
you
went
to something, you will buy everything. I do remember.
Yeah.
Go back 17 years ago.
Pinot.
Go back 17, 18 years.
You know the little bottle?
No. Remember the one that had like a zebra bottle? It was like a round. It's zebra colors.
Oh, you're talking.
That was like your favorite. That was like a cream.
Mambo.
That one.
Mambo. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh, you're talking about this, dude.
You have to see. Yeah, I'm bringing back memories.
See, and I had this when.
And this is something that you were like, oh, you gotta smell this.
4711. Did I like 4711? That's a good thing. I didn't skip that. I'm not too crazy about 4711. That's the thing. I'm not a Neroli guy. I don't like Neroli a lot. I'm gonna tell you a story about 4711. That was pretty popular back in the days of my mom with my brother's like 18 years older than me. Back in the days, they used to put that on the kids back home in the islands, so that was pretty popular. 4711, it's like agua bendita.
Oh yeah.
you know, it's like agua bendita.
Yeah.
Agua bendita means like what you use like when somebody passes away and you.
Holy water.
Holy water. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was kind of used for. 4711.
Yeah.
So
no, but they need to see this one because this one has like this is.
Oof. The one he's talking about that I wore way back in the days.
When everybody was buying Polo Sports, Nautica, the commercial ones.
And this tells you a lot. And I'm not gonna lie about this one. I'm gonna be as honest as possible. I did a review on this one. Check the channel if you're new here. Yes. What, you seen the bottle? You seen the bottle? Because you said zebra. Yeah, you're right. Buy, and guess what? Believe it or not, this is still my original buy.
What?
This is the original bottle. I still have it. I had this for years.
Wait a minute.
This is, and I'll show you my.
I want to feel young again.
My amount. This is the amount is down. Talk about it recently. Yeah, I did. I talked about it. This is, see how low it is, and this is my original bottle, dude.
Robert, when everybody was
buying,
I paid $50 at least me. When everybody was buying like a Polo Sport, Nautica, and then you were like moving up to like Armani. You came out with
Armani Mania.
And you came out with this one, and I was like, whatever. And I was like, damn, what that?
This shit is
wow,
amazing.
It gives me the same satisfaction.
It's a barbershop scent. Very nice barbershop.
And they're not making this no more, right?
Nowhere. You can't find it nowhere. You can probably find it online, but I can guarantee you 100% that anything you get online is gonna be This is when you move on to market.
This is when you
then it came from the manufacturer.
This is when you like a church, going to church, or you step up.
Yeah.
What I mean by church, what I mean is like you when we were younger.
I got this through a friend that used to work.
Remember, we didn't have you didn't want to make an effort to get dressed. This made you get it,
Sell it, Roberto. No, I'm not selling it. No way, man. Nostalgic feelings. I was gonna sell it.
This is the original. This is like
this is vintage. It's even yellow, man. It's even yellow, like the white on it.
No, and it's vintage.
This is vintage, man. This is
and the condition that is in.
Mint condition.
I can't believe you still have it, and it's crazy how you can use it as a. I remember. Since day one.
So let me tell you a story.
And remember, I used to make fun of this. I'm like, until one day you're like, screw it, smell it. And I was like, damn. damn.
Yeah.
And then you told me the price. At that point, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna buy it. But then again, I just remember I used to put something on.
Right.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I still have it, man. And let me tell you a funny story about this. When I was working in
Aldo's. Was it Aldo's?
No, I don't think I was working. I think it was Aldo's. Yeah. Anyways, when I used to wear this, I remember this is the only fragrance. I wore a lot of fragrances. This is the only fragrance. This is no lie again. I'm trying to keep it as honest as possible, as transparent as possible. This is the only fragrance that I wore. When I wore this fragrance, anytime, I always used to go to the cafe and get food there, like coffee in the morning or something. I always got a compliment one of this every time I wore this. Blame you. But this is the funny part. It was normally not woman my age now, but at the time I was probably like 18 years old. 18, 19 years old at the mall, and I used to get compliments from ladies in their late 20s, late 30s, all the time. Always said, "Wow."
I used to give you compliments. You didn't. I'm not saying you never wanted to tell me, but I didn't want to invest in colognes at that time.
This is a compliment.
I was too commercial, but that one was just, oh man.
Right.
But it's funny how you didn't have it hidden in the back. You still like it because it was in the front.
Let me show you something.
All his good ones, he hides them in the back, but this one is still in the front.
Let me show you something. I'm not gonna spoil. I don't want to spoil anything on this one. This is a nice.
It looks serious just by the bottle.
I'm not gonna tell you my feelings about this fragrance. I just want you to give me your opinion.
Okay.
I'm not gonna destroy anything. I'm not gonna say whether I like it a lot or not. This is just gonna be a blind testing of this one.
It looks like a grenade.
Yeah, it does look like a grenade. So we're talking about Dunhill Icon. I'm not gonna say anything about this. You probably didn't see the review.
No.
But I did.
The way you took it out, I was like, what the
I did a full review on this one, and check out the bottle, dude. No, wait. Just put your palm like this. No, just put it straight.
It's a brick.
Fucking heavy as hell, dude.
Are you gonna spray it?
And it's nice too. So yeah, I want you to tell me what you think about this one. So I'm not gonna tell you how I feel about this one.
Okay.
I just want you to smell it. Tell me what you think. You like it or not? You can be honest. Be honest. You like it or you don't like it? Does it smell great? Does it smell okay?
It smells like a Creed. It's like one of the Creeds.
What's your opinion? Think it's nice? Think
it's not giving me a wow because it's very. I don't know. It's very has age to it. I feel like an old man. Sorry.
Yes, thank you. So
I feel like an old man.
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. That's how I feel.
Sorry, I feel like 60 plus.
Okay.
I mean, even though that a 60 plus man is wearing that, you're like,
have
oh.
A cane. Gotta have a cane with
I
this.
don't know.
Gotta have a cane with this. Gotta get makeup.
Well, that's a pimp, you know?
Yeah, you're just like a pimp, old man, like an old man.
That you're like, oh wow, uncle. Your uncle smells still.
This is an old man with like a off beige jacket, like a.
Well, the same jacket he's
with like the shoulder pads. This is how I feel.
A chinchilla.
Yo, listen, guys, listen. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to talk trash. This is old man's fragrance. I don't care what anybody tells me. You can be the biggest fan of Dunhill.
Well, I didn't know. I was.
This is very old man.
Since you've been playing this whole sporty kind of colognes lately.
Yeah.
What I did. I don't know. I was like, I wasn't falling. I was more like, I feel.
I'm trying to tell people you have to be very careful. This is $50. This is around $50. This is not blind by word. Don't go ahead and spend $50 and think that you get an amazing fragrance.
Just by the bottle.
Because a lot of people say it looks cool and it smells. This is very old manish. Be very careful especially if you're used to designers. Do not invest in Dunhill Icon if you think you're gonna get a fragrance that smells very nice and fresh and clean and it's amazing. I smell like it smells boring to me. Yeah, it is a little boring. It's different, but it's not like it's not a. Do you think about Armani Code Old Team? I haven't smelled that one. I haven't smelled. I can't tell you my opinion on that one.
Armani, which one?
Armani Cold Old Team.
Is that like a bluish bottle?
I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't remember what the bottle looks like, but I haven't smelled that one.
You know.
But I'm sure it's good. All the Armani stuff is good. It's mass appealing, so you can't go wrong. I have an Armani here that you're gonna like. That smells like 1 million. You smell the 1 million?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's I own the 1 million.
It's 1 million, but it has more of a. It's the bubblegum note. It's kind of replaced with a little bit of a leather note there. Oh. So talk about Armani stuff. So
that I do like.
You're gonna like this
when it has the leather smells with that old vintage.
That is way better than 1 million, but they both have their own place. I still love 1 million. As much as people want to hate on it, 1 million's bomb.
Let me ask you, maybe you do or
but
do
yeah,
not know.
This is definitely
Armani. Is it? Who's making that? What country?
Armani, I don't know.
Is that Germany?
I don't know, to be honest with you. You know what? Sometimes I don't. I don't do my research and stuff like that, but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the Armani one?
Yeah, any Armani.
Yeah, Armani. I don't know. You know,
that's the bottom right there.
Stuff is, yeah, this is the.
I have to smell
so
that.
this is made New York. It says New York. Made in France. So made in France. So. So you're gonna get 1 million, right? You remember?
Yeah.
You like 1 million. So this is strong, dude. You want to smell on paper? I'm just kidding.
Put it on.
You don't like it.
It's Armani.
But it's not for an everyday. This is not like. But it smells amazing. It really does. This is one of my favorites. I love this fragrance. I love it. Ooh. Yeah, dude. This shit is.
I don't. Am I wrong?
Dude, can you drink this?
Oh yeah. After this, like cherry.
This shit
is it? Am I off with a little bit of cherry or something?
This shit is bomb. Yeah.
Damn.
That shit is bomb.
Talking about mature. That is like it could be. That
it's like a grown up one.
That's a grown up one, right? They both sport to it.
Yeah, it's a sport.
That's like
this shit is amazing.
Like you don't want Uncle to wear this or something like that. You go,
this is like
you wear this. You wear this instead.
Daddy and
but
daddy
if you don't, but if you no, you can prove him wrong. If he doesn't wear it, I wear it.
Exactly, right. So, but this is I like it because there's youthfulness to it, and it's like an elegance to it, and this. If you smell it, it's like this. It has this.
And it still smells like the previous ones, though.
It has
the cold.
It has this silky feel to
it.
Yeah. Silk, like you're smelling like you're smelling the fragrance on silk, like. It comes up soft.
Like something, especially when it's brand new.
Exactly, like silk. Like you open up a bag of like silk threads or something, and you smell. Like it comes through like on a silk, it's very.
A little slappy.
I love it. Like this is really, this is one to me. This is Blackberry Worthy, 100%. This you cannot go wrong. This, you're gonna smell freaking great with this, man. Like what woman? I'm not saying this is a panty dropper like people say. There's no such thing. You have to have the confidence. You have to be a dude like. I'm not saying I'm the most confident dude, but if you have confidence in yourself and you approach people in the right way, you're gonna get attention with something like
but you also
like this stuff like Dunhill Icon. This is not an attention getter, but this.
I'll tell you one thing.
Good attitude, yeah.
Any person, man or woman, that tells you that I know you, how your reaction is gonna be to some. Let's say a guy. Hey, no. May I ask what kind of cologne you're gonna give them this background about it and why you wear it.
Right.
But I guarantee you, when you pick your colognes, you're also picking your outfit.
Right.
Because I know you. You don't. I like this so much. I wear it so much, or I like this particular one because I'm safe with that cologne. But you are like a personality. You dress it. Yeah. Weather. You have to match. You give them the whole 9 yards.
Right. I think I have this tendency of when I'm wearing when I'm wearing certain gear, and I'm always cautious about how I dress. Yeah. I've always been like that since day one, since you met me. Since we met.
Mature. You always play that mature.
Not since you met me. Since we started this whole fashion and all this thing. I've always wanted to match my fragrance to my clothes, and this kind of blends in with what I like. I like fashion, so yeah. So I like smelling good and like dressing as best as I can. I always try to.
But you try to master. I don't want to say master, but you read a lot.
Yeah, I do a lot
of
reading.
And that's the biggest. You back up your talk.
Exactly. So I do a lot of reading. Since it's not like this trash talk.
Yeah.
Or
you give a safe review, because you want to give it a review if you didn't like it.
Exactly.
And if you didn't like it, you give a review.
I'll be honest. And a lot of people, they talk about fragrance. I know this, I know that, but you have to do your reading too. It's not just about, oh yeah, this is you try this and that.
This is gonna be good.
You're
more like
in depth. Yeah, you have to be more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it also takes this. I'll show you something. It also takes. Let me see if it should be here somewhere. Where is it?
Which one?
I'm trying to find it now. I can't find it. But when it comes to fragrances, you also have to. And this started a long time ago. So I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here. When it comes to fragrance, too, you have to test. You have to test different ingredients to know what you like. Like I've tested, a lot of different raw ingredients and. Fragrances that I don't like raws, just to see why I don't like it, and then I come to a conclusion that there's some ingredients that I just don't like. Like I passed I gave chances to certain Neroli fragrances. In some extensions, like for example, like there's this one.
Yeah, but you also question yourself. Like I noticed that when you say, "Oh, this has an orange smell," and then you'll go ahead and read about it and say, "Oh, I was right. It had an orange smell."
Virgin water. That's the one I told you smells like pina colada.
Oh wow,
this is really good. That has Neroli, but it's Neroli subdued.
You didn't show him what you showed me.
Virgin Island water. We're just talking about this one. This is the old batch. So what? Neroli, I don't like. Neroli to me comes off. Neroli. I'll tell you what Neroli is. Neroli is basically what's coming off of that. Like Neroli is what you were getting off of this one, Icon.
Oh.
So Neroli in that pepper note tends to come off a little bit old manish, and I don't like that. If I'm gonna wear a fragrance, I don't want to smell like an old man. This is the only fragrance that I surpass when it comes to smelling like an old man. The only one that I would give a pass will be.
But this is a cologne you're barely wearing?
No, I wear it.
Oh, you do
I wear it. I just don't wear it all. This is the only one I pass that has kind of like an old manish smell, but it still smells good. Which is this one. This is Chanel. No, this is Chanel. No, Tom Ford Great Vetiver. This is the EDP.
Oh.
But this is old manish, but it's a good smelling old manish. You smell good.
But
you see, there's a similarity, but this is in a different level.
It's a soap. It has
soapy.
Have a soap smell.
But you see that? But it's in the same level. Like
it is in the same level.
Older guy.
But this is.
But it's like I'm the man, older guy. Don't like I smell good. Respect me.
Yeah.
Freaking respect me when I walk by.
No, shake my hand. Don't say hi to me. Just shake my hand.
Exactly. Like you're gonna be like this. Yeah. Hey.
No, more like, hey, how's it going, sir?
Excuse me. Don't be no high five.
We're sporty at the same time.
No high five. So you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of.
But still, I still feel like that's still because it's soapy. We're still a little young. But also, can you let them know? Remember when I asked you a question today about why, when I was wearing a cologne for a week, it was upside down and I was spraying it right away and it gave me too much alcohol.
Well, that's.
Wait, but versus the second week when I turned it around,
right?
It didn't give me that alcohol.
So what he's talking about, what you're talking about, is this. So you bought this one. This is what he bought here. This is Voyage out the perfume. And what he was doing, he had the fragrance upside down.
For a week. Every single day I would open back up, spray 2 or 3 sprays.
And he'll spray it and then he'll put it back down.
And put it right back down.
So what I think is going on, what happens is the tubing of the fragrance up here, probably the fragrance sitting there oxidating. So maybe you got, when it kind of aired out a little bit in the opening on top where there's not that much fragrance, it aired out. So when you spray it on, it kind of opened up already because there's so much air breathing down there. Whereas when you put the fragrance upside down, correct up, and the liquid is down, and the tubing is down,
and it's also probably warm.
It's wet and it's still sitting, moist. There's no like gaps in the top.
I'm telling you, that's because I only owned it since your review and I bought it.
So I think that's what changed the smell when you put it.
But it was a huge difference. I was afraid because when you sprayed it here. I was like, I want that smell again. But then I was like, something's not right.
Right.
So I went back to those baby steps.
Right.
And I noticed the difference where I started facing it going up. But I didn't even know it was a big difference. But if you like something, you figure out what, if you didn't like it again, say something's wrong, you figure it out. Right. Most people say, oh, maybe I bought it cheap. Maybe this is fake. Maybe this is something wrong with it. Maybe I had it in a room temperature wrong,
Right.
But good day. Thank you for telling me that because I'm gonna go going forward. I'm gonna
it might not be the case with all the fragrances, but yeah, maybe.
But you know another thing too, because you like and you know so much about wine, that also reflects to
your sense of smell. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that if you have wine and you sit it straight like this, and you sit in it for a while instead of having it with the cork, of course. It's good to have the cork. The cork is good to keep it wet because it keeps it from drying up and evaporating the actual. Takes the fragrance away and it opens it up. You don't want that for the wine. You want it to sit at a certain position. And also wine is temperature sensitive, so you want to have it at a certain temperature. Certain wines you have to drink at a certain timing. Not all wine is good aged. Some wines you want to drink it at as soon as possible.
But what about the bubble one that shakes it up?
The bubbly, yeah, that bubbly wine is kind of like.
No, you have this device that you.
Oh, you're talking about the aerator.
That.
The aerator. So what it does is it's an aerator, meaning like you put this is little tubing system that I have where you put the wine in, and what it does, it aerates the wine, meaning it basically is the same idea as you opening the wine. So wine, when you open it, it's just like perfume. When you open it, the oxygen gets in and air, and the taste, everything changes of the wine after a few hours. So what the aerator does when you put it in, it kind of forms like a blend. It blends the fragrance like the wine, and it goes through, and it breathes faster. So when it goes through, it goes into the wine itself. Into the cup itself. It opens up faster. Instead of waiting an hour, it does it instantly in just a matter of seconds.
What was a big difference when you told me that? You said, try this, try this. But you see, going back to the previous the compliment I was trying to give you. You see how you knew about that versus cologne? It's kind of relates.
Right, it relates. It's all very relative, yeah, very, very much. So let's move on to the next one. So we're going to talk about another women's fragrance for Valentine's Day. I know we're talking a lot, but we're just having a little bit of fun. We're spending time together. So this is another one I recommend for Valentine's Day for women's, and this is Chloe, and I believe this is Roses. Yeah, this is Roses de Chloe. Roses de Chloe. This is a nice one. Try this one out. I like this one a lot, actually. I got this one for her last year, and this is rose, kind of like a wet rose, very natural. This one smells pretty natural for a regular designer fragrance, and it's nice. It's nice. This is another one that's easy. Yeah, very nice. Very, very, very easy to wear. This is one.
This one. If I didn't even know,
this is one I recommend for your wife. Definitely.
This one.
Actually, this one too. This one's nice too.
Yeah. But you know what? It's gradually getting better.
Oh, this is good.
But this is very.
This is good stuff. This is very
smooth.
Yeah, this is like, honey, I want to be honey.
Yeah,
honey,
I want to get comfort. I want to get cutty.
Honey, I shrunk the kids. Let's just go.
Wow, this one's good. This one's good.
Yeah, this is bomb, dude.
It's just I don't want to say
floral, clean.
Yeah, but not like
it's a little raw.
It's vanilla in it.
I think there is a little bit of vanilla. There's definitely like a vegetable type of smell there a little bit.
I like it. I like the after effect too.
And when it dries down, it's very nice. It's very nice. So the last one is going to be this one. This is, I forgot the name. La Vie Lavelle.
Last but not least, get it closer because you gotta show them that little bow.
It's Lavelle.
That little bow that it comes with.
Yeah, look at the cool bow here, just like some of the newer Burberrys. This is strong, so I don't know if I want to. Strong. I don't think you need to spray it. This is so strong that you don't need to spray it. You can smell it right off the atomizer. This vanilla there, there's a little bit of a licorice type of smell.
That's right.
A little boozy.
I smell a little bit, but I want to smell it.
You
just gave, sprayed the recent one. It was good.
Yeah. Man, we're gonna smell amazing in here. At the end, we're gonna smell like crazy in here.
A little bit of both, man and woman.
How do you like that?
Oh, it's very strong. It's good.
It is strong, yeah.
But it's very strong.
And it stays.
Ooh.
And it stays all day, dude. This thing is.
Ooh.
This thing is a beast. You can smell it.
It is a beast. That's a good definition. I love that. No.
It's in the air.
I didn't know what to say, but the beast is a good word. But a beautiful, beautiful.
And actually, that's a term we use.
Beauty and the beast.
Yeah, dude, and it's like you can smell it right here. You don't
see that bottle?
Dude, you don't need to.
I don't need to. Yeah, it did the job.
This thing is a beast. The job. I'm telling you, if any female wants a beast fragrance that smells amazing,
a beautiful beast,
whether it's popular or not, that's another thing that gets me mad. A lot of people say this. It
has good weight to it too.
There's a lot of reviewers too. This is another thing about being in the fragrance in YouTube, especially. There's highly influential reviewers. I'm not gonna mention any names, but they say like don't get certain fragrances because it's too popular. They've been around. Don't go by that. Don't listen to that, man. This is one person giving their personal opinion what they think is the recommended fragrance or the fragrance that a lot of people don't. Just go by your nose. I'm telling you.
Well, you know what?
Whether it's 5 years down the line, this thing smells
but a lot of people will not even grab a service manual. They just go right onto YouTube.
Yeah,
they go right on YouTube. YouTube is the service manual now because it's becoming more.
Exactly.
organic, but it's also more like original.
The salesperson is on YouTube most of the time. For a lot
well, he's only targeting his own sale.
Exactly.
Versus here is diversity.
So what I think, whether it's popular or not, this is still a great fragrance. You can still buy it.
It's an amazing fragrance.
It's an amazing fragrance.
I don't think it's great. I think it's amazing.
It is amazing, and you cannot go wrong. You just can't. There's no way you can buy that and say you've made a mistake.
You think the mall didn't close yet?
You want to get?
No,
man, I get a few discounts. Don't worry about it. You know who that's good for? That will really love this one, appreciate this one, your mom. I'm not saying this is.
No, I know
this
what
is
you mean.
for a mom.
But it's both. It's both.
This is for any age. This
doesn't
like
matter.
18 plus,
yeah.
But your mom will really love this one. Because this is like, this will be like very, because your mom's like more classy.
Yeah.
This, your mom will like that. This is like kind of elegant and like sweet.
Yeah.
It's like nice.
It's like a half punch, you know, but still
this will be nice. Yeah. I think your wife will probably like this one because she's more like simple, more relaxed. This is more like your wife, something like that. But anyways, so now we're going to talk about some of the man fragrances that you have not smelled that I think are great for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So, you know what? Why don't we save that for the next video? Okay. So we'll pause this real quick, guys.
Thank you for coming on the show. And I don't know too much, but I do have that photographic memory and photographic smell that I can go back to your history and remind me of other stuff. But any cologne that I ever bought, other than commercial ones that I just grab without telling you, I usually run it through you or I copy you.
Right. Well, I guess I kind of learned something from you too. So believe it or not.
Well, because I told you straight up.
Yeah, right.
You know, I won't lie. I'd be like, sorry, Robert.
And buy him more often? Yeah, sure. I don't buy you more often. Yeah, see, somebody wants to see you more often here. So.
Well, I got to give you the sound effects because a lot of people don't. You know, for me, you know right away from my reaction. If I like something, oof, I give you that sound effects. I give you that motion.
The side effects.
You know, I give you. I try to be as real as possible, and I also try to give you a scenario, time, distance. You know, very detailed. You know, we know how we are.
Right.
And wait till we start doing it outside the street,
right?
Where because I can be shy, but I
should do some of that. We'll go out and see what people say. We'll bring some fresh. I don't want to do it around here, man. Too many people know me around here.
Yeah.
We'll probably go out to another day.
No, we'll make sure we have a different crowd.
Town, yeah.
You know,
I guess.
Where they won't be oh, what's going on?
Hey, Rob. Yeah. Hey, Remy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into this video. Right after this one, I'm going to pull another video just to kind of divide the atmosphere and what you guys are looking for. I'm going to talk about some Valentine's fragrances for men on my next video. This is going to be short.
You need to tell me about those two ones.
We'll definitely talk about those two
guys right here.
Oh,
you need to know the difference between these guys.
Exactly. That's Un Jardin, Solanel, and Un Jardin. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Stay tuned, guys.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Coming right up.
Soon.
See you next.